friends, and welcome back to Movies, Munchies, and Moscato. I am Rhonda.
And I am Rochelle.
And we're just a couple of friends who love movies, television, and wine. So if it's something that interests you, please stick around and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now it's time for movie news, reviews, and pulp culture discussion. First up, we have Pig director Michael Sarnoski. Remember, Pig was that movie with Nicolas Cage that our friend Rochelle here watched. Anyway, he will be directing the third A Quiet Place movie based off a spinoff idea from John Krasinski. So there will be a third movie. Looks like John will not be directing it like he did the first two. So got this new director in here with Michael. So that'll be interesting. I've still yet to see any of them.
Oh, you haven't seen one of them. That's right.
I'm like only semi-interested, so that's why I haven't really put forth the effort.
You know what? They're good. They are good.
Okay.
So I think you would dig them.
I guess I'll have to if we're going on number 3. Jeez.
Right? Yeah. I'm excited. I like them.
Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover, most notably.
Yep.
And Elizabeth Banks of Pitch Perfect fame and many others. They are going to star in The Beanie Bubble. This is a movie for Apple TV about the 90s Beanie Babies craze.
What?
Right? I was like, I do remember the craze, but the fact they're going to make a movie about it, it's like...
Wow.
Okay, I wonder what their angle will be. I'm going to guess maybe a suburban couple and how it affected them per se.
Oh, sure, probably.
And the whole
or
thing,
maybe
and
they
probably
spent
went,
so much money on it.
Right? Like they had probably 2 rooms dedicated or something just to Beanie Babies. I was never one. I never understood it. Like what?
I didn't either.
It's like I liked stuffed animals growing up, but it's like once it. I don't know. I don't know. Adults that got into it, I'm flabbergasted.
Right.
It's like nowadays my mom gives me a stuffed animal. I'm like, why? Stop doing it. I've already pre-told her nothing for Valentine's this year. I don't want another. There's still a bear sitting there I look at and I'm like, I don't want you, but I can't get rid of you quite yet.
You got a big one last year.
I'm like, I don't want you, but apparently I can't get rid of you. So anyway, I'm not one that's going to understand this. So it might be interesting to watch. I'll get some perspective. The Morning Show was just renewed for season 3 on Apple TV.
I have yet to finish it.
So, right?
2, anyway.
My friend Tasia, she is just barely in the middle of season 1, so she just caught on late to the craze, but that's because she was resisting paying for Apple, but she finally gave in, and now she's starting to watch it, and she likes it so far, right? Gosh. Timothy Oliphant is set to return in a Justified limited series on FX. Now, Justified was a series that ran, I want to say, for like 4 or 5 seasons on FX. I originally started watching it. I probably fell off after season 3 or mid-season 3. The story wasn't grabbing me any longer. I just kind of was like, blah. But I really liked it in the beginning. So here's another show that was over is coming back for a short retread.
Wow.
I'm assuming maybe it didn't end the way people liked, but I don't know. Unfortunately, I didn't see the end, so I'm not sure the background behind that, but... I think that's cool. I like him, so I'm still mad about the Santa Clarita Diet being canceled. That's what the series he was last in, but anyway, I digress.
That's right. You were a fan of that.
I digress. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter fame, has been cast as Yankovic in the upcoming biopic Weird Al, the Yankovic story on the Roku channel, right? I think it's one that's so funny they're even making a biopic about Weird Al.
Right.
And 2, Daniel. Okay.
I know.
I could see that once the wig gets on him, because obviously he's going to need a wig with the long curly hair to make it work.
I don't see him being that character, but we'll see.
He has the right dictation in his voice. Like, I see the little nuances maybe that they saw in him probably to make this happen, and it's not like Weird Al's. He's not like he was never a great singer, so the voice doesn't matter.
Is he? He's not British though, is he?
Oh no, Weird Al. Oh no. So Daniel will just have to play an American.
Yes, he will. Okay.
So that's true. That is true. I don't know. I'm on board. I've liked a lot of Weird Al songs over the past years. So
on the Roku channel. Yeah.
So you have to have the Roku channel, which. As a channel, again, you'd have to subscribe to watch it.
Of course, right.
So I'd probably subscribe for, pay for the month and then cancel it so I could watch it. Because I swear there's not many things on that channel right now. So yeah, it wouldn't be worth it to have it long term.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully they'll let you do that.
Right. Murray Bartlett, who was most recently seen on White Lotus, he was the manager. He has been cast in the Chippendales Founder series, Immigrant, on Hulu.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's going to star as Nick DeNoia alongside Kumail Nanjiani. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering your name. Who will be playing Steve Banerjee. Now, this is the true life story of the Chippendale and the murder and everything. If you guys remember me talking about it, that I watched the Discovery channels.
Yeah, that's right.
Documentary on that, very fascinating. So now this is going to be a series about Steve Banerjee. And Kumail, he was last seen in the Marvel movie The Eternals. Casey, we need to remember who he is. But yeah, I'm excited. I really... I just finished White Lotus this past week,
Yay.
guys. So I really enjoyed Murray's manager on that. So I'm excited to see what he does with that.
Well, good. Me too. It sounds good. And I do want to see that on the Discovery Channel.
The documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. It's really good. It was like a 4-part series.
And what's it called again?
The Chippendale. Oh, shoot. It's Chippendales, and then it's like a subtitle with it, but I can't remember. But just know the main title is Chippendales.
Okay.
remember
Chippendale, some
exactly.
such thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And speaking of the White Lotus, season 2 is set to start in Europe, and we'll have Jennifer Coolidge returning from season 1. So she's going to be the only returning cast member from the original. So she's joining F. Murray Abram, who has just been cast. I'll always just remember him from Amadeus, that movie that they made us watch back in my childhood days. Anyway,
right, Amadeus.
Anyway, so he's been cast, Tom Hollander and Adam DeMarco. So Abraham will play Bert, an elderly man traveling with his son, played by Michael Imperioli from Sopranos, who we know has already been cast, and then his grandson, which will be played by Adam DeMarco. And Adam DeMarco, he's on some show called The Magicians on Sci-Fi. I know what that TV show is, never seen it, but I've never seen this man. But anyway, so that's cool. So it's a man traveling with his grandson and his son.
Do we know when that's going to come out? Of course, it just finished up. No.
No, no,
because I watched it a while ago.
I was going to say, I just barely finished up, but no, the first season's been over for a while.
Yeah.
So no, they don't even know where they want to set the second season, except for that it's in Europe. So my guess is it probably won't start shooting until like summertime. And they still have some roles to cast, so we still have a bit to go.
Yeah, so probably next year sometime.
Yeah. Yep. Tim Allen is starring in and producing a Santa Claus series based off the movies for Disney Plus.
Oh, for the love.
So yeah, I'm unsure if it's a continuation from where the Santa Claus movies left off, or if it's just kind of, I don't know.
That was a cute show.
It wasn't. They were cute. I want to say the third movie was actually better than the second, in my opinion. I want to say, but I did like all three in general. So yeah. Would I watch the series? Probably not. But
I probably won't either. So I'm right there with you.
But hey, there you go. And then finally, HBO Max is doing a Degrassi series revival, and they hope to have it out in 2023. So Degrassi, that was a series that spanned like 2 decades, and they would just keep changing like people on there. I mean, like Drake came from that show. Nina Dobrev from The Vampire Diaries came from that show.
What's it about?
Just Canadian high schoolers, because it was set in Canada, and they actually,
I've never
just
heard
high
of it.
schoolers like coming of age, kind of like any show like Saved by the Bell or even 90210. But it just ran for, like I said, 2 decades, and like they would honestly just age out the people, and then new people would come in.
Are you serious?
And it just
Wow.
kept going
And it's
on
a
and on
Canadian
and on.
flick?
Yeah, it's a Canadian series.
Oh, a series. Gotcha.
So they're just reviving it on HBO Max. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. That was past my time, because I was a Saved by the Bell year, so
I was too.
I never watched Degrassi, but I mean, yeah, it had such longevity, so
That's interesting.
yeah, should be interesting to see what they do with it this time. Movies and TV shows out this week. First up, we have Operation Fortune. This is in theaters, starring Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza, and Hugh Grant. So elite spy Orson Fortune must track down and stop the sale of a deadly new weapons technology wielded by billionaire arms broker Greg Simmons. Reluctantly teamed up with some of the world's best operatives, Fortune and his crew recruit Hollywood's biggest star, Danny Francesco, to help them on their globe-trotting mission to save the world. When we talked about this in our trailer talk a while back. Like I said, I thought the trailer was good, but I always like anything Jason Statham.
Yeah, but you're a Jason Statham fan.
I'm a fan, so of course I will see this, no problem. Now this, I have to say, was a little confusing to me because originally I saw that this was supposed to be out in March, and then all of a sudden it said it was out this week, so it may not that it's actually not out this week. I guess we'll just see. I was just going by what the recent news says it was out this week. It was just a little weird.
You know what? We can check the theaters and just see if it's playing for next week.
So if it's not out this week, I apologize. Like I said, it was like some things said this week, and then others said not till March. It was very odd. Anyway, then we have Redeeming Love. This is in theaters and stars Abigail Cohen, I think I'm saying her name right. Famke Janssen, Eric Dane, and Logan Marshall Green. So Angel, who was sold into prostitution as a child, has survived through hatred and self-loathing in 1850s California. Wow. When she meets Michael Jose, she discovers there's no brokenness that love can't heal. When I saw the trailer for this, I was actually very drawn in. Like at first I was like, no, just reading about it, but watching how it was going to look, I think this is going to be very cute and just not cutesy. Just it looks like a very nice like romantic story, you know. Mm-hmm. Probably has some sadness to it because of the subject, the fact that she was sold into.
Right. I mean, that's
prostitution as a child.
Sad.
Right. By her parents. It's like, hello. But it does look rather, I probably won't see it in theaters, but hopefully once it hits on demand, then I can give it a whirl. Then we have Munich, The Edge of War. This is a movie on Netflix and stars Jeremy Irons and George McKay. So set in the fall of 1938, Hitler prepares to invade Czechoslovakia, and the government of Neville. Of Neville? That's a government?
Neville Chamberlain? Oh, Neville Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Who's Chamberlain?
Okay. I don't know. Anyway, Neville Chamberlain desperately seeks a peaceful solution. A British civil servant and a German diplomat, former classmates, travel to Munich to discuss peace. That's one of those movies that is not really up my alley. It's kind of like actually watching that old movie that was just called Munich. I never did see that. So it was set during like the World Olympics at the time, but yeah, it's probably good. We like Jeremy Irons and George McKay. He's most recently in The Kingsman, which I still need to see.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it has good people in it, but the storyline is just like kind of one of those things of like, take it or leave it for me. But if you guys out there see it, please let us know how it is.
Right. Yes.
Then we have Archive 81. This is a series on Netflix and stars Martin Donovan, Mamadou Athie, and Matt McGorry. Gosh, these words I can't even pronounce. Anyway. An archivist takes a job restoring damaged videotapes, but find themselves getting pulled into a mystery involving the missing director and a mysterious cult that they were documenting.
So I started watching this.
You did?
I did, yeah, just the other night.
Okay.
And it is crazy because they find these tapes, and they want this guy, which I'm assuming is
Mamadou?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I almost said Mamaduke or whatever, but it's not. That'd be a dog. And he's good at putting these tapes back together, restoring them. And it looks good. So
far, so you're drawn into it.
And of course, me and mysteries and creepy stuff.
Then we have Ozark, Woo! Season 4, Part 1 on Netflix.
I am so excited. We waited far too long for this.
Right? So this, of course, stars Jason Bateman, Laura Linney, and Julia Gardner. So this final season is, as we know, split into 2 parts. So Part 1 will have 7 episodes, and Part 2 will have 7 episodes later this year. So this final season, though, is all about Navarro wanting to get out of the cartel, and he wants the Birds to make that happen. And so just to let you know, according to one reviewer, Wendy is on a rampage in the first part and has no interest in repairing any relationships at the moment because of everything that's happened to her. So apparently Marty would like her to do something in terms of Ruth, smooth something out, and she's like, she doesn't care, is what this one reviewer says. Like, it's all about how she just doesn't care, this first part. Like, it is all Wendy.
She's had it.
Yeah, she's just like, nope. Like, after everything that's happened, she's like, I don't care.
Well,
so, I'm interested. Starts tomorrow, folks. Starts tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Sorry, as the recording of this, which is Thursday, it starts on Friday. So, whoop, whoop. Okay, and then finally, we have How I Met Your Father. This is the new series on Hulu and stars Hilary Duff, Chris Lowell, Josh Peck, and Kim Cattrall. This is a reimagining of How I Met Your Mother with Sophie, who's telling her son the story of how she met his father. So this is just the other, side of the same coin in a way. So I think that's really cool. I think that's cool. Kim Cattrall's in this. I believe she's playing the adult version of the mom, whereas Hillary is her younger self.
Well, no wonder she didn't want to be in.
and just like that. Yeah, that's because of that. Yep.
They got her something else.
Right. What we've been watching this week. So for me, I went and saw Scream 5 in theaters.
Yay!
It was really good, you guys. The story was really clever. It really did harken back to the very first Scream. A lot of notes back to the first Scream, and it connected very well to the original.
So you don't think we need to see the
No.
2, 3, and 4?
No, if only because it just references. I mean, hardships they've all been through because of what's happened after that. But no, the core of it is just from the first movie, so you'd be fine if you didn't see.
Oh, good.
The other ones. I think it was just really good. Everyone did their parts well. Melissa Barrera, who's a newcomer, she was from the In the Heights movie. She did very well. So had a lot of twists and turns. I kept going back and forth, and who's doing it? Is that person? Is that person? Is that person? I did figure out one of them before the end.
Oh.
But I was totally I couldn't just shut it down on the other person. So
good.
I was surprised.
I like that when they keep you guessing till the end.
Right. So I would definitely give this 4 wine corks. It was a good time, and I will just say before that I had 2 margaritas.
Oh.
One not so good, and the second one very good. So I'm just going to put that out there, talking about what we've drunk. or drank, sorry. And then I watched the 355 in theaters as well. This starred Jessica Chastain, Lupita Nyong'o, Diane Kruger, and Penelope Cruz. And I just say Penelope Cruz was just the shining light of that show. I loved everyone in it, but because she was kind of the fish out of water in this case in this movie, she did so good, and she's such a good actress. You forget she doesn't work enough. She does not work enough. But when you see her when she does stuff, you're just she has such good range. She's funny, but then she's dramatic, and then she it's just it's great. She's great. But anyway, it was just a very good movie. It's all about these women from different agencies in the spy genre, whether it be CIA, MI6, FBI, all those things. It was just a really good actioner, and they're basically trying to find or get back this digital transmitter that can control power, planes. It can just disrupt everything in its path if it wants to. So they're just all on a mission to get that back for everybody. But I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it. This one I would give. I didn't like it as much as Scream, so I have to say 3.5 wine corks just because not as much as Scream, but it was still an enjoyable show.
Okay, good.
And then lastly, I watched the movie Escape Room: Tournament of Champions. This is Escape Room number 2, and I did this on demand. So this is the sequel to the movie that came out, I want to say 3 years ago. But anyway, I did enjoy it. It's so clever to me, how the escape rooms they create for this. Much like the Saw stuff, but not as dramatic, weirdly enough. Even though, yes, it is all about if you can't get out, you're going to die. But it's not in nearly the graphic, gory way that Saw does things.
Did you like this one better than the first one, or? No,
I wouldn't say I liked it better, but it was almost as good. Which is, as we know, hard for sequels sometimes to do. But yes, it was almost just as good. So I did like it. And of course, it ends in a way where it could keep going if they wanted to, which I'm sure it probably would. I'm not sure how well this one did originally in theaters, but like I said, it was a good watch. So I would give this 3 wine corks.
Okay.
Because it was pretty good. And I only paid 99 cents to watch it. So, hey, it should be you should be able to watch on HBO or Showtime or something probably soon. So I do recommend you check it out.
Yeah, it could be on Netflix too.
Right. And if you haven't seen the first one, also, please really check that one out.
Okay, good. Well, I love it. Now I have another one that I need to watch.
Right.
So what I've been watching this week, I watched The Power of the Dog because it had several nominations. And it's with Benedict Cumberbatch and Jesse Plemons and
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to call her Kirsten. I don't know why. Kirsten Dunst. And what a crazy movie. I liked it, but it was very odd. I think Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job. He played this rancher who was just mean. He was just a mean guy, and just cranky and mean. And his brother was Jesse Plemons, played his brother, and he marries Kirsten Dunst,
Mm-hmm.
and which they are really married together, but not together, but
Right.
to each other, and he's just so mean to everyone, and the whole story of. Anyway, I probably shouldn't give away too much. I definitely would watch it. Like I did enjoy it, and then at the very end, I had to keep playing it, like rewinding it and playing it again and again. I'm like, did that really happen? And so, anyway, I liked it. I would probably give it 3 wine corks.
Okay.
It is definitely one of those weird, Oscar nominated shows. I'm sure it'll be it would be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, it's considered a movie.
Oh, it is considered a movie.
It is considered a movie. Where did you watch it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd watch it. Yeah. Anyway, and then I've been getting caught up on 1883, which I know you said you weren't really interested in watching it, but
Right.
you know what? It's good. It's nothing like Yellowstone. It's the prequel. It's kind of like the pioneers coming out here and what they went through and what they endured, and they have like a bunch of you have some gypsies in there, and then you just have some newcomers that are new to the country, and they're here for freedom, and they just experience a lot just trying to get to where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I think it's pretty good. Definitely not Yellowstone, definitely not maybe as good as Yellowstone, but Faith Hill and Tim McGraw are good. She does a good job. She plays kind of a hard ass, but anyway. And then comes Tragedy of Macbeth. I have tried twice to watch this. And because I love Denzel Washington, but I cannot do the whole Shakespeare. What is it? It's just
how they talk.
The language of Shakespeare. And I mean, I get what's happening in it, but just the whole watching the actors in their faces as they say these phrases, I guess, and in a way, it's kind of funny because they look around, and then you have Denzel Washington, who doesn't have an accent at all, not a British accent like the rest of them do.
Right.
And he's talking like this. It's just, I might give it a third time. I might try it again, just because it is getting good reviews.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm not really sure yet. I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, we are now in 2022. Happy New Year, everybody. And it's time I thought we should discuss again movies that we are looking forward to. I thought this was a great topic last year, and so I thought we should do it again.
Yes, because there's some good ones coming out.
Right? Finally. Let's hope nothing else is delayed. Let's just hope. Okay, up first, Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yay.
This will be out April 15th, starring Eddie Redmayne and, of course, Jude Law, with many others, too many to list. But as we talked about in the trailer, this looks really good.
Looks really good,
I think.
it
really does look good. I think Mads Mikkelsen, who is taking over for Johnny Depp as Grindelwald, will be great as well. So yeah, this will be a good one. I might have to tag along with you.
Yep. Let's do it.
Right? Yay. Okay. And then we have Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. This will be out November 11th, which is far too far away.
Right.
With Letitia Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, and Winston Duke returning. I keep thinking this might be even pushed back to December because unfortunately they had to stop filming for 2 months because Letitia got hurt on set. She broke her arm.
Oh, no.
And so they just barely resumed filming like last week because she had to recover.
Oh, wow.
So unless they just get the Speedy. I have a feeling that might be pushed back into December. Should I say?
Well, that wouldn't be the worst thing.
Right, as long as it's still this year.
Yeah.
December is fine, but I mean, as long as they don't try and push it off, like, oh, never mind, it's now 2023. It's like, no. I just really want to see where they're going to go with it.
Yeah.
Now that Chadwick is no longer with us.
I wonder, how are they going to write him out?
Exactly. Then we have Mission Impossible 7, the long gestating Mission Impossible 7.
Oh my gosh.
This will be out September 30th, starring Tom Cruise, Rebecca Ferguson, and Ving Rhames all returning. Not much is known about this. Actually, nothing is known about the plot on this one. But I am a fan. I've seen them all, so I, of course, will see number 7.
Yeah.
If maybe you guys heard, but there was a big kerfuffle when they were filming it starting at the end of 2020, actually, where they had to shut down the set because people kept getting COVID, and then Tom Cruise went viral because he had a hot mic on. He was like going off on people for not being safe. He's like, you're just like jeopardizing everything. Like, how dare you? Like,
really?
all this stuff. Yeah, like he was pissed. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, so that Anyway, so that was long delayed because of
COVID.
virus things. Because they were shooting. Of course, they always shoot everywhere, but Europe, Dubai at one point. I mean, so I think that's why. Anyway.
Everybody loves those shows, They're just everywhere.
Exactly. Then we have Thor, Love and Thunder.
Woo!
This will be out July 8th, starring Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, and a returning Natalie Portman. I'm so excited to see her back. She is supposedly going to get powers and play a female version of Thor.
No way.
So I am all for this.
Wow.
I cannot wait to see a trailer on this to see how it's looking.
Right.
Yes. Again, another series I love.
That'll be that's probably,
not so they should be letting us see something soon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, woohoo! Good summer. Then we have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. This will be out May 6th and stars Benedict Cumberbatch,
Woohoo!
Elizabeth Olsen, and Benedict Wong.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yes, so she's being brought into it. As you know, if you guys, again, we discussed the trailer before, but in the trailer, Wanda is coming over from the Avengers and from WandaVision. Basically, so if you watched WandaVision, you'll know what her struggles is. If not, you might be a little lost. We'll see how much they focus on what came from this series or not. But, so yeah, she's going to help him with the multiverse that we know came up in Spider-Man, for those who have hopefully seen that. And it just looks really good. Benedict can do no wrong. It looks like he's contending with an evil version of himself from a different multiverse. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so.
You know what? There are 2 Benedicts. How often does that happen?
I know. When I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, Benedict Wong. Yep, yep.
How often does that happen?
Not very, very much. Especially not in the same movie.
Right?
It's crazy. Then we have Jurassic World Dominion. This will be out June 10th, starring Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, and a returning Sam Neill. So I'm excited to see a trailer on this to see how they're bringing in the old guard of those 3 because we love Jeff Goldblum especially. Oh my gosh,
that's going to be awesome, I hope.
I know. Hopefully it will be.
Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, and Sam Neill. Yay!
I know. All back at it. I cannot wait to see
at it.
the story. Like I said, looking forward to that.
Well, they did trash the park. All those
That's
dinosaurs.
true.
So they're going to need help rebuilding and trying to get them all back, maybe. All the dinosaurs.
That's true.
We don't know.
I know. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait to see where it's going to go.
Yep.
Then we have Death on the Nile. This will be out February 11th. Stars Gal Gadot, Armie Hammer, Letitia Wright, Rose Leslie, and Kenneth Branagh, also returning as director. So I've been looking forward to this for a while. It's another one that kept getting pushed back and pushed back. Now it's opening the weekend of my birthday. So depending on how it shakes out, I will be seeing that one way or another.
Oh, good.
Over that time because I'm all about it. I did see the 80s version, so I know who dies, and honestly I think you should be able to figure that out from the trailer, but if not, shame on you. Just kidding. But I do not remember who the killer or killers is from, so that'll be good for me. It'll still be a surprise because I don't remember from that movie. And I never read the books. I never read Agatha Christie books. So
I wonder if there's going to be any kind of a twist on it. I mean, they probably could.
There wasn't on. I mean, there wasn't a twist in the end for the murder on the Orient Express.
Right.
That ending stayed the same,
That's
but they
true.
did mess with the middle. Like that was the difference.
Yeah.
They did mess with how.
So what's the difference going to be on this one, I
Right.
think?
So that's true. They probably did change something. My guess is though they still left who the killer is intact. Is my
Right.
guess.
Okay.
But I guess we'll see. Then we have Top Gun Maverick.
Finally.
This is another one that kept getting pushed back and pushed back. So this will be out May 27th and stars Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, Miles Teller, and Jennifer
Wait
Connelly.
a minute. I thought Val Kilmer didn't make it in there.
Yes.
He did.
He doesn't have a very big part, but he's in it.
He is.
He is in it.
I thought that was what the hoopla was about. He didn't make it in, but I guess he did.
No, he did. It's just that his part isn't like huge, and so, but
Oh.
you know, he's
Okay.
playing the dad of
One of the
Miles Teller.
pilots?
It's Miles Teller, who, sorry guys, Miles Teller. He was like in all of the Divergent movies. He was also in Fault of Our Stars. He was also in
Okay.
Footloose.
He's British.
The remake Footloose. Miles Teller? No.
Isn't he? No.
He is no. He's very much not British.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's playing his offspring. So my guess is what we see Val will mainly be in conversations between him and his son.
Okay.
Not doing any type of pilot things because they still had to take in consideration his disability. So for him to be in it.
Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So. And then next up we have Downton Abbey.
Yay!
Number 2.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
This will be out March 18th and stars Maggie Smith, Matthew Good, and of course Michelle Dockery.
Michelle Dockery.
So the trailer looked really cute. As you know, I've never seen any of them, but I do admit this movie actually looks really, really good. So, but we know our friend over here, Rochelle, will definitely see it. So she'll give us a rundown whether I, say anything or not. So that's good.
Absolutely, I'm a huge
We'll get her
fan.
perspective. Then we have something we've been both looking forward to, which is Where the Crawdads Sing. This will be out July 22nd and stars Daisy Edgar Jones, Taylor John Smith, and Harris Dickinson. So these are all newbies. They haven't done much, so I have nothing to really refer back to, but it's good. Unknowns are good, especially when in our case we've read the book. We really loved it. So we'll have no expectations about how they are. So I can't wait to see a trailer on this and see how it comes to life. I'm so excited. It's always fun.
Oh, I know.
Those who are book readers out there to see things you've read and see how it appears on screen.
Right.
I just think it's awesome.
And it's, you said Reese Witherspoon probably helped direct this, right?
She's a producer. She didn't help direct.
Oh, she's a producer.
She's a producer.
She bought the rights to it.
Right. She went
So
on
she's a
set.
producer.
She was, she's been very involved.
Good.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be very, very cool.
Oh, let's hope
I
so,
know.
because that was such a good book. If you get a chance to read it before the movie comes out, I suggest you do.
Please do. And then finally, looking forward to Knives Out 2.
I can't believe they're making another one.
I know. Unfortunately, this is just to be determined this year. There is no date set out for this, but Daniel Craig is returning as the detective, but there's a whole new cast in play for this one. I didn't make a note of who it was, but I know it's Kate Hudson, Catherine Hahn, who we love from Bad Moms Club. There's a Bad Moms Club. Yes, that's what it is. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of a big cast again, just like the first one. So I enjoyed the first one, so I'm looking forward to this one as well. So there is obviously a lot more coming out, but these are just the ones that we thought, were worth mentioning that we were looking forward to. So,
Right.
Yay, so much to talk about in the upcoming year, and looking forward to it.
Well, there's so much to see. Wow. I'm so excited because almost all of these I want to see.
Right?
I think all of them, maybe.
Yeah.
How
I
about
can't
you?
think of any of them that aren't on there. Yeah,
same
all
here.
of them.
All of them. Sounds good. Well, I think I'm going to go put them on my calendar so I don't forget.
Right.
But anyway, well, welcome to 2022. And we appreciate all the support and everyone who's stuck with us.
And let me just say, sorry to interrupt real quick, that we were very surprised to learn some of our most listeners come from Frankfurt, Germany. So if you're out there listening, Frankfurt, thank you.
Yes, we love you
Shout
too.
out to you. Who knew? All right.
So thanks so much for listening, Frankfurt and everybody else. We had a fun time as usual. We hope you enjoyed it as well. So please give us a review or comment, as it really helps us out. And please follow us on Instagram at movies_munchies_moscato. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging.
Thank you, guys.